Hi, welcome to Books and Bocadillos. My name is Mariandrea, and this is Week in Review. This is the second week that I am doing this weekly review in which I talk about things that have been happening on my channel and in my reading life. I have a cup of a yogi tea, and I hope you have something to enjoy while we chat about what I've been reading and what's been going on my channel. Cheers, and it is Sunday, so happy Mother's Day if you are celebrating Mother's Day today. So I'm still dealing with the allergies because it's still spring. So a couple of hours ago, I realized my channel reached 100 subscribers, and that feels like a big milestone to me. I wasn't driven to go after numbers when I started my channel. I was more driven to build relationships and connections. And I'm really pleased with the pace that my channel is going at. I feel like I'm really getting to connect with people here on BookTube, and 100 of you subscribers feels like just amazing. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you for everyone who views my videos, everyone who likes my videos, anyone who sends me encouraging comments, and also thank you to the 100 people who have subscribed to my channel. I'm so grateful that you're here and that I'm not alone with my camera. So this last Thursday, I jumped back into poetry readings. I started Thursday night poetry. I know that there are booktubers who do Thursday poetry, and I tend to have more time in the evenings because I work full time. And so I'm going to try to keep up with Thursday night poetry readings. So I hope you enjoy, and I'm really excited because I'm inspired by Taylor Swift's most recent release, the Tortured Poets Department. I actually finished listening to her album this week, and for the next few weeks in May, I will be inspired by tortured poets and reading poetry that feels like it vibes with Taylor Swift's take on tortured poets. Okay, so those were the highlights, the lows. So, more like in general life, I was on call this weekend, and I had been looking forward to going to Vegan Fest. We had our annual Vegan Fest here in my community, and I missed it. So that was a bummer. That was a low. I definitely am having FOMO. Community posts. So I posted a Taco Tuesday post on Tuesday. I made tacos. I made red cabbage and cauliflower tacos from Julia Turshen's cookbook. I will put a picture of. It's in my kitchen. I forgot to bring it. But that is my husband's favorite taco. Like, if he requests tacos, I know he's requesting those tacos. And it's funny because I think the previous week I told him, "Oh, I'm going to make tacos," and I made another taco, like another kind of taco, and he had in mind I was going to make the cauliflower tacos, and he was so disappointed. So I told him, this week I will make the cauliflower tacos, and so I did. Our our friend brought us a hot sauce from Mexico, and I tried it out, and it was so hot and spicy. My mouth is starting to salivate as I'm remembering the feeling. It felt like fire was coming out of my ears. Like everything burned inside, and it was so amazing. So delicious. Oh, so painful, but so worth it. I love spiciness. I love everything spicy. Whew. Just thinking about it, I'm like getting the sweaty feeling again of like this habanero sauce. So I posted about that, and then I just posted a community post about my 100 subscribers, thanking you for subscribing to my channel. I'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Excuse me. Tags. So this week I posted the booktube journey tag, and I am hoping I get to record a tag after I record this video. It is kind of late, but I'm gonna see. And the next tag that I'll be posting on my channel is the Stay Gold tag. Books finished and currently reading. So this week I finished The Women by Kristin Hanna. I am currently reading Sabrina and Corina by Fajardo-Anstine. I'm also in the middle of Murder and Mamon by Mia P. Manansala. I actually have this one on hand. So cozy mystery vibe. And on audio, I'm listening to She Means Well by Quinta Brunson. I'm almost done with it. I needed a palate cleanser, and I figured it's always good to have a comedian on hand for just a palate cleanser. After The Women and how intense and emotionally like evocative that book was, I really needed something to just kind of feel like pixie dust. Okay, DNF. I have not DNF'd any books, so nothing to report in the DNF department. For community connection, yes. So I've been communicating in comments with Ellen from Ellen Read Book Club, and this week I recommended to her Women Hollering Creek, not Women, Woman Hollering Creek by Sandra Cisneros. I am going to read a short story from this collection in just a little bit, but this is the short story that I will be reading. It's the one that I recommended to Ellen, and I'll talk more about it in just a little bit. Podcasts. So I want to talk about the Daily Poem podcast. I listen to Daily Poem every morning. I usually listen to like Merriam-Webster in the morning. It's part of my morning routine. So I'll listen to Merriam-Webster, and then I'll listen to a couple of NPR podcasts. And then somewhere in the middle of all of that, I will listen to the Daily Poem. And this week, the Daily Poem had a poetry reading for When You're Old by William Butler Yeats. I may be mispronouncing that, I'm sorry. So I'm having a birthday this month, and this next week will be my birthday week, and I am thinking that was a nice poem to be reflecting on at this time. I'm not going to read it because I found that there is a YouTube video where Cillian Murphy actually reads the poem. So I would recommend you look it up on YouTube, the When You Are Old by William Butler Yeats. And you can treat yourself to listening to Cillian Murphy recite that poem or read that poem. Recipe of the week. I already talked about the red cabbage cauliflower tacos by Julia Turshen. They're excellent. And what I'm looking forward to, I am looking forward to my birthday week. I am looking forward to a birthday book haul. I am looking forward to recording a special video that I have been planning this week. I was kind of starting at the beginning of the week. I was at like 91 subscribers, and I was talking to a really good friend of mine about if and when the time came that I reached 100 subscribers, what I was thinking about doing to just commemorate the milestone. So I have some ideas and a tentative plan, and hopefully the next week or so, I'll be able to share a video, a special video to commemorate the 100 subscribers. And then this week I'm starting 2 buddy reads. I am doing Marina by Carlos Ruiz Zafon with Ellen from Ellen Made Book Club. And then both Ellen from Ellen Made Book Club and Melinda from Web Stories, both channels are reading the Bandit Queens as like a group read. So I will be joining both of those channels in reading the Bandit Queens. on Melinda's channel that's starting officially on the 16th of May. So I'm going to start it on the 16th with Melinda's channel, but I'm also aware that Ellen's channel is also hosting that. So it's exciting to have two buddy reads to look forward to. So that is my week in review. I will get back to reading a short story from this collection in just a little bit. Okay, so Woman Hollering Creek by Sandra Cisneros. The short story that I will be reading from this collection is titled 11. I first read 11 when I was a 7th grader. And that story has stayed with me. I have used 11 in like group therapy sessions, in working with clients, sometimes, especially like when I was working with younger people, like teenagers. That would be something that I would utilize as a tool. And I really, really, really enjoyed this short story. It came up with Ellen because she commented on one of my videos and said, it's like we're always, like our childhood self is always with us. And the way she commented about that, I was like, yes, exactly. And then I said, have you ever heard of this collection? Have you ever read the short story 11? She said she had not. So I would like to read it to her and to the rest of you who are still with me watching this video. 11 by Sandra Cisneros. What they don't understand about birthdays and what they never tell you is that when you're 11, you're also 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And when you wake up on your 11th birthday, you expect to feel 11, but you don't. You open your eyes and everything's just like yesterday, only it's today. And you don't feel 11 at all. You feel like you're still 10. And you are, underneath the year that makes you 11. Like some days you might say something stupid, and that's the part of you that's still 10. Or maybe some days you might need to sit on your mama's lap because you're scared, and that's the part of you that's 5. And maybe one day when you're all grown up, maybe you will need to cry, like if you're 3. And that's okay. That's what I tell Mama when she's sad and needs to cry. Maybe she's feeling 3. Because the way you grow old is kind of like an onion, or like the rings inside a tree trunk, or like my little wooden dolls that fit one inside the other, each year inside the next one. That's how being 11 years old is. You don't feel 11, not right away. It takes a few days, weeks even, sometimes even months before you say 11 when they ask you. And you don't feel smart 11, not until you're almost 12. That's the way it is. Only today I wish I didn't have only 11 years rattling inside me like pennies in a tin Band-Aid box. Today I wish I was 102 instead of 11, because if I was 102, I'd have known what to say when Mrs. Price put the red sweater on my desk. I would have known how to tell her it wasn't mine, instead of just sitting there with that look on my face and nothing coming out of my mouth. Whose is this? Mrs. Price asks, and she holds the red sweater in the air for all the class to see. Whose? It's been sitting in the coat room for a month. Not mine, says everybody. Not me. It has to belong to somebody, Mrs. Price keeps saying, but nobody can remember. It's an ugly sweater with red plastic buttons and a collar and sleeves all stretched out like you could use it for a jump rope. It's maybe 1,000 years old, and even if it belonged to me, I wouldn't say so. Maybe because I'm skinny, maybe because she doesn't like me. That stupid Sylvia Saldivar says, I think it belongs to Rachel. An ugly sweater like that, all raggedy and old? But Mrs. Price believes her. Mrs. Price takes the sweater and puts it right on my desk. But when I open my mouth, nothing comes out. That's not, I don't, you're not mine. I finally say in a little voice that was maybe when I was 4. Of course it's yours, says Mrs. Price says. I remember you wearing it once. Because she's older and the teacher, she's right, and I'm not. Not mine, not mine, not mine. But Mrs. Price is already turning to page 32 and math problem number 4. I don't know why, but all of a sudden I'm feeling sick inside. Like the part of me that's 3 wants to come out of my eyes. Only I squeeze them shut tight and bite down on my teeth real hard and try to remember today I am 11, 11. Mama is making a cake for me tonight, and when Papa comes home, everybody will sing happy birthday to you. But when the sick feeling goes away and I open my eyes, the red sweater's still sitting there like a big red mountain. I move the red sweater to the corner of my desk with my ruler. I move my pencil and books and eraser as far from it as possible. I even move my chair a little to the right. Not mine, not mine, not mine. In my head, I'm thinking, how long till lunchtime? How long till I can take the red sweater and throw it over the schoolyard fence? Or leave it hanging on a parking meter? Or bunch it up into a little ball and toss it in the alley? Except when math period ends, Mrs. Price says loud and in front of everybody, "Now, Rachel, that's enough," because she sees I've shoved the red sweater to the tippy-tip corner of my desk. And it's hanging all over the edge like a waterfall, but I don't care. "Rachel," Mrs. Price says. She says it like she's getting mad. "You put that sweater on right now and no more nonsense." "But it's not now," Mrs. Price says. This is when I wish I wasn't 11, because all the years inside of me, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, are pushing at the back of my eyes when I put one arm through one sleeve of the sweater that smells like cottage cheese and then the other arm through the other and stand there with my arms apart like if the sweater hurts me, and it does. All itchy and full of germs that aren't even mine. That's when everything I've been holding in since this morning, since when Mrs. Price put the sweater on my desk, finally lets go, and all of a sudden I'm crying in front of everybody. I wish I was invisible, but I'm not. I'm 11, and it's my birthday today, and I'm crying like I'm 3 in front of everybody. I put my head down on my desk and bury my face in my stupid clown sweater arms. My face all hot and spit coming out of my mouth because I can't stop the little animal noises coming out of me until there aren't any more tears left in my eyes, and it's just my body shaking like when you have the hiccups. And my whole head hurts like when you drink milk too fast. But the worst part is, right before the bell rings for lunch, that stupid Phyllis Lopez, who is even dumber than Sylvia Saldivar, says she remembers the red sweater is hers. I take it off right away and give it to her. Only Mrs. Price pretends like everything's okay. Today, I'm 11. There's a cake Mama's making for tonight, and when Papa comes home from work, we'll eat it. There'll be candles and presents, and everybody will sing happy birthday to you, Rachel. Only it's too late. I'm 11 today. I'm 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, but I wish I was 102. I wish I was anything but 11, because I want today to be far, far away already, far away like a runaway balloon, like a tiny O in the sky, so tiny, tiny, you have to close your eyes to see it. And that is 11 by Sandra Cisneros. And happy birthday to me. Thank you, 100 subscribers. I appreciate every bit of this wonderful, beautiful, sometimes crazy life. Hasta la próxima.